Hello, my name is Brandon, and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we have another new artist alert for the channel. Yes, we're traveling all the way back to 1982 and 1987 to listen to Mr. Pink and It's Over by Level 42. I think I only know two of the biggest songs of this band, so I'm really excited to check out more. I know they're 80s, and I know they're synth heavy, so should be really great. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button as well as the notification bell to join the Retro Reactions crew, where it's all amazing music all the time. Here we go. Wow, lot going on there. Didn't think I'd ever get lost in a bass song. Almost forgot to pause it, but wow, the bass is clearly the star here. Amazing. So this song is fun, groovy, high energy right from the start. Love it. Again, the bass, clearly the star of the show. Love the slap bass work going on. That's done by Mark King, I'm pretty certain, who's the bassist and also the main lead vocalist for the group. So, wow, kudos to him on those amazing skills that he's, showing off here. Unbelievable. And then, of course, the drums and keyboard are just the backup to this amazing bass. And wow, very funky feeling throughout. Get you moving, get you dancing, loving it. Plenty of keyboard, though, to satisfy me. There's main keyboard lines and riffs, and then there's also subtle keyboard sounds sprinkled throughout. There was kind of a quick, almost percussion sounding keyboard, I think. A couple of notes there. Sprinkles of more soft shimmering synths. I don't know, a lot going on. Hard to capture it all in one listen, of course, but my favorite synth part was the held chord it just was held there for about 15, 20 seconds, who knows. And it just felt like an amazing blanket over me, but just a steady blanket. And I love that. Very 80s sound, of course, with all these great synths, but it also had a 70s flavor to it. I think that was because of the funkiness going on. So really enjoying it. Let's continue. Wow, great song. A lot happened and they kept me engaged, for the whole 5 minutes or so. It just kept going and going and going, like the Energizer Bunny, they say. New turns, here and there, everywhere. It had a very jazz feel to it because I kept asking myself, what's coming next? What musical goodness is coming next? So that was really interesting. Even though the bass was the star of the show, I know that drumming was a big part of creating this musical treat here. It was more in the background. It got powerful at times, but it just definitely carried the song, even though the bass was the main star. They all worked together to carry it along and create something very unique and interesting. I don't think I've ever heard a bass, led song like this, especially an instrumental. So bass the whole 5 minutes, really unique for me, really interesting. Of course, we got more amazing synths in that last half, but I noticed a very interesting drum pattern at the end of the song. It was very different from the rest. Very unusual sounding to my ears, and then boom, they're out of there. Quick ending, loved it all. High energy, abrupt ending, fun song, wow. Of course, there were no lyrics here, instrumental obviously, but it was amazing and kept me engaged the whole time. Kept me happy, kept me interested, kept me dancing the whole time. So I'm going to give this one 5 golden records. Yes, A/A+ for Mr. Pink by Level 42. 1982. Thank you so much, Mark King, for that amazing bass. Mike Lindup, Phil Gould, and Roland Gould. Okay, now we're moving on to the next one called It's Over from 1987. I think this is a ballad. Really excited for that. You know what ballads do to me, and you can imagine what an 80s ballad would do to me. So let's check it out. to keep going there with that chord and that note. That chord got me because the whole song's very sad. The chorus is very sad, but then they changed to that special chord, unexpected. Wow, love that. So gonna go back and listen to that again. Great chorus, but let's talk about the whole song so far. You know, this kind of song is right in my lane because this is the kind of music I grew up with, you know, of course, 80s dance, but 80s ballads. So much instant nostalgia. As soon as the song started, a lot of feelings, you know, bringing back from my childhood again, a lot of memories. So I love when a song can do that. You know, 80s is my favorite, so this fits right in there. Special in my heart. But anyway, again, the lead singer, Mark King, amazing. This time we get to hear his wonderful voice again. I know it from the 2 other songs, but it's very unique tone. You hear it, you can tell it's him, but it's still very smooth and impactful on my emotions. And he does have some cool vibrato in a couple of sections there. Really notice that because the other songs I know are faster or mid-tempo at least. I don't know, his voice seems a little more showcased here, so really appreciate that. This is what I call a classic 80s heartache/yearning song. Again, only the 80s can do that. Just the way, the sound of it, the way it's constructed, the feel of it, you know it's 80s. Of course, the synths help create a lot of that emotion and a lot of that, you know, definition of that a decade for the song. And other things as well, but again, very synth heavy. This band is very synth heavy. 80s are very synth heavy, and that's why I love it all. Despite the synths, I'm still noticing the great bass lines here, of course done by Mark, so appreciate his talent even in a ballad like this one. Again, the chorus, my favorite part of the song so far. Very sad, dramatic, but again with that different end chord. Very unexpected touch there. We got some nice piano weaved into the song, not overdone, but sounds beautiful, fits perfectly where it's added, and loving this so far. So let's go back a little and continue. Wow, that whole last section. Wow. Probably the better part of the song, but the whole thing was beautiful. That's for sure. I'm calling this whole song a sad lullaby because I know there was sad lyrical content, deep emotions, but I was still, rocking. I was still enjoying the beauty of the music. That's for sure. We got a whole instrumental section there in the second half after my pause. I love that it was not overdone, very subtle, and I think the emotions were forefront here, not any particular instrument. Usually in an instrumental, solo, they'll have a guitar or a main synth melody, but again, everything's so subtle and just let you sit in that pocket and feel the emotion. That was the star of the show, the emotions that they were evoking for you. Love that. Then we got to a bridge, very beautiful. From the bridge on, that whole section was just intense and beautiful, sonically, melodically. Background vocals came in at the perfect time. It was probably the other band members who do backup. Sounded perfect. Again, subtle on my left and right, I believe, and really enjoyed all that. Those whole last ending vocals with the tears in the years, very, very catchy, very impactful. As you can see, I resonated with them right away. This song is beautiful because they're using the right chords to get to your emotions. A perfect pattern of chords along with all the instruments. And that's the marker of an amazing song that can really just stick with you, resonate with you, and stay with you forever. So, wow, I loved it. Okay, just checked out the lyrics. Of course, like I figured, very sad lyrical content. To me, it's about a man who is not in love with his partner anymore. He's leaving today, far away. He can't help his feelings. He feels horrible inside, knowing he's about to cause someone so much pain. He has much regret as well. All he can do is sadly move on, begging for forgiveness and understanding. Many tears will be shed. So again, a man going through an intense, deep crisis, and that's the formula for a beautiful yet yearning, heartache 80s song, 80s ballad. All right, another great one from Level 42. Really enjoyed it. I'm going to give this one 5 golden records. Yes, A/A+, for It's Over by Level 42, 1987. Thanks again, Mark, Mike, Phil, and Roland. So yeah, excited to get into some more Level 42. Not sure why I didn't get into them in the 80s, 90s, or 2000s, but now's the time. Remember their hits on the radio, love them so much, so I'm sure there's so much more to love. They have a pretty big discography, it looks like, so excited for more in the future. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate your support. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below if you wish to chat about this song, these 2 songs, or anything Level 42. Would love your input and to know your favorites that I'm not aware of. So you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past.